Good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Good evening, wherever you're at. Hope you guys are staying safe, social distancing and all that. Washing your hands, doing proper hygiene, eating your vitamins, staying safe out there. Today, well, this is like an idea I had like a long time ago. I just never made a video about it, talking about like the new Supra and how I preferred it to be made. But then like never got around to it. Then like just having shop talk at my job, and we like joked around and called it like making Toyota great, Toyota Lexus great, or making whatever auto manufacturer great again. Talking about like the sports cars and how some have fallen from grace and how some are like living their best life. So this one, we're going to talk about Toyota Lexus specifically. As you guys know, I own a 2012 Lexus ISF, and we're just going to go ahead and get right into it. The new Toyota Supra, it looks okay. I would have preferred if they made it more, if they paid more homage to the previous generation. However, it doesn't look that bad. I think the main issue with this car is that it's unity with BMW, the agreements with BMW that they have. And I just don't like working on German cars, to be completely honest. And the whole argument there was that they were saving money and keeping costs down on developing the car. My whole thing was, hey man, you guys... Okay, so Toyota, for y'all that don't know, Toyota actually has a city in Japan named Toyota where their factory is and the plants and everything like that. You have your own city and you're trying to cut down on costs on developing an engine on a technology of a straight six. I know you guys have, there's somebody that works for Toyota at Toyota with the last name Toyota that has a Supra. You mean to tell me you guys couldn't re-engineer everything about the Supra? You have all these years of knowledge of what goes wrong or what could have been done better and everything like that. You could have 3D printed the 2JZ and made a 3JZ platform, a closed deck, a 4-liter closed deck, iron block, aluminum heads, titanium valves, completely forged internals, twin turbo, dual clutch transmission, beast, Japanese muscle beast of a car, but you guys went ahead and went with BMW. Now, that's all in fine and dandy. Like, the car is doing numbers right now. It's right now, I think the fastest Supra, A90 Supra, is a 9-second one, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if anyone's gotten into 8s yet. I haven't looked into it since I've seen that they got into the 9s. And everything's pretty easy to, you know, swap a bigger turbo on there and pretty much set for what, about near 700 horsepower? Bigger turbo and intakes, and I mean, can't really ask for more. It's not that bad. I just kind of wish it was just more Japanese. Back to what I was saying. Now we have a 4-liter single turbo. No, we can do twins. Twin turbo Supra, right? Now the IS model back in the day had a 2JZ. So now people was worried about the BMW motor coming into the Lexus, because when the A80 2JZ Supra and the IS300 are out, they both had 2Js in it. And the GS300. Now everyone doesn't want BMWs in their Lexus. I know I don't. So now we have this 3JZ. Now we can put it in the IS platform. Alright? So now we have a new ISF that has the 3JZ twin turbo. Or you could do a single turbo for the Lexus and then twins for the Supra. However you guys want to do it. I'm just throwing ideas out there. Sprinkle in that Japanese wizardry, great reliability, and we just want a missile, a rocket, a balanced machine out there kicking butts, taking names. Alright? So it don't be like the NSX. So, lost my train of thought. So now, Toyota has the Supra's done. Now we want to make another sports car. We had the MR2, the Silica, and the Corolla. Well, right now there's the 86 out, which is fine. I mean, there's some people that say that they would prefer having like a Beams motor. I can't remember. What is it, the AG 4AG? I don't remember the motor at the slip. It's like it's my memory right now. But I think it would be cool if they made like a separate Toyota motor, and the BRZ had their flat 4 motor. Like they could share the same chassis, but then just have their different parts. But I guess that again is cutting down on cost. But if they had, you know, like a straight 4, completely forged internals. And then like they did like a release series like they did back with Scion, and then like that model would have like a turbo from the factory but only be like limited numbers. I feel like that would be dope as well. But I think what the NX200T is a 4-cylinder, and then the IS200 is also a little 4-banger. So if you swap that into the FRS, just completely forge the internals and make it tunable, that would probably be pretty cool there. And then like the Scion TC could have stuck around if they made it more like the MR2, in my opinion. I feel like it had the body lines for it. You know, just take that engine, put it in the back, rear wheel drive, little fun small sports car. Sure, it's the same engine with the new 8.6 with the NX200T motor in it. And then we're fine. We're set. Now we're going over to Lexus. So now we have the 3JZ, which is in the IS model. So then they have the 2-liter 4-cylinder turbo. Then you could have an NA 4-liter straight 6. And then the F model could have the F model could have the turbo 3JZ, right? So now we're going to like the RCF, the GSF, and the LC500, and hopefully the LCF when it comes out, right? Even like the LS500. So right now in ISF, the RCF, GSF, and LC500 is a 2UR GSE, a 5-liter V8, naturally aspirated V8, which was fine for the time, but now the car is like kind of aged. Stock for stock, it's a great car, even beats some tuned naturally aspirated cars, but we just can't hang with some cars that are boosted, okay? So keep the displacement. I really like the sound of like flat plane crank V8s, and like Toyota and Yamaha could like do their magic again, like they did with the LFA, and make some flat plane crank V8s, slap some turbos on there, and then we'll be in there, okay? I would rather keep it a 5-liter than go down to a 4-liter, like be like everyone else. So keep it a 5-liter, flat plane crank V8, twin turbo, and then we put that in the RC, right? So you could have the 2J, well, the 3J in the RC, and then we could have the RC 400, and then the RCF we had the 5-liter twin turbo V8, and then that would be the new F motor, right? I think the F should have 2 variants of the V8. Should be a 5-liter and a 6-liter. Well, no, they'll probably, well, no, in Japan they'll probably do like a 4-liter and then a 5-liter. But my original thoughts would be like a 5 and a 6, and have those both be flat plane V8s, twin turbos, dual clutch transmissions, limited slip differentials, crazy fast. All right. So then, let's see here. This is a Miata and a G35 next to me. Huh. So, yeah. And I think that'd be a good difference between the two. Or maybe if they want to have the RCF have more similarities to like the IS platform, and then will basically be like a luxury version of the Supra, even more luxury version of the Supra, and have the 3JZ as a top of line motor for it. Completely and totally up to you. I'm just spitballing ideas out here. So now the GSF, because it's a bigger body vehicle, and like the LC500, it's like a $100,000 car. Let's just be honest. You spend $100,000, you're not trying to go 13 seconds in nobody's quarter mile. Okay, 13 seconds in 2020, that is slow, boy, man. Even with the tune, what, you're gonna go like 12 seconds? Not for a 6-figure car, all right? I think there's rumors of a 4-liter V8 twin turbo coming out, but we gotta wait till it comes out. You know how Toyota is. We hear speculation for about 10-15 years before it even comes out. Hopefully it comes out in 2021. Let me know your thoughts. What do you think Toyota Lexus should do for their platforms? Do you like the new Supra? Do you feel like it should have more retro styling? I feel like that's the only thing that's wrong with it. Like, I saw the Heritage tail lights and all those, like the front jewel, to pay more homage to like the Mark IV, which is the one that, like, I mean, mostly everybody really likes. Do you feel like Toyota had to go with BMW? Do you even care? How do you feel like the Lexus lineup? Do we need more power out there? I feel like we do. I feel like we do need to go get with the times and boost everything. I don't think we should downsize to a twin turbo V6. I feel like we should just keep the V8, improve on it, and add some turbos to it. I feel like the automatic transmission does not age well in the age of dual clutches. Keep the 8-speed. I think, but now we're up to a 10-speed in some of the cars. But make it a dual clutch or quad clutch or however we need to do. Cut down on our quarter-mile times and our track times. Get some decent sized tires on there. Let me know if you want to see more of this. If there's another brand that you would want to see, or hear me talk about making great again, or, you know, just spitballing ideas. I think I should take notes next time. I kind of did this like off the top of my head instead of doing a little more research, so I have more engine names and everything for you guys. And yeah, comment down below, like, comment, share, subscribe. Have a blessed day.